How you guys doing? Welcome to the show tonight. I am Christine Mattingly. I'm so glad you're here. So we're going to do things a little differently tonight. I'm going to go ahead and take a caller. So we're just waiting for our beautiful Dave, the producer, to bless us with a beautiful angel this evening. Could it be you? I don't know. I'm going to find out. Anyways, this will be a very even though it'll be a person, this will still be a very generalized read. If you need something a little bit more in depth, please give me a call. Or you can find me at christinemattingly.com. That's my website. And of course, you can simply email me at causejoy888@yahoo.com. Okay, so we're waiting while we are waiting for our beautiful Dave to bless us with a beautiful angel. Let's go ahead, and I wanted to share a little bit tonight about what happens to our energy when we decide that it's time to go home. Okay, so there's this beautiful, beautiful website and YouTube channel called Swedenborg, and that was introduced to me the first week after my husband passed 2 years ago. And Swedenborg, the first video that I was privileged enough to be gifted by my beautiful friend, Claire, thank you, is what happens when you first die. And I think that's what it's called, or within the first, I don't know. Anyways, what happens to you when you die? It's in Swedenborg. You can find hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos in Swedenborg. And for those of you who don't know who Swedenborg is, they give all of the information. I don't have enough time to go through that just yet, but he channeled. And it's that first video that I watched was actually quite beautiful. It explains to us what happens when our energy starts to leave the body and when it actually leaves the body and the processes that it goes through. A lot of our upbringing, we were taught that we have to face our mistakes and our hurts and our pains that we did while we were here to other people. And basically what they just do is like a couple of people show up and they you're going to be confused. You're not going to know what to do. And they're just going to kind of guide you. And you just get to go through a nice little life review that's very pleasant. You just get to see everything that actually really happened. So anyways, that's Swedenborg. You can check that on YouTube. Right now we have Tammy from Erie. Hi, Tammy. How are you, honey?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How's Erie? Is it hot or is it cold?
In between. It keeps going back and forth.
Yeah, we're in our hundreds right now, and there's people like dealing with snow. So I always just want to make sure that you don't have to shovel.
No, we're like halfway. We're in the 60s, 70s right now.
Okay. All right, Miss Tammy. What question do you have for us tonight?
I'm just kind of wondering where my life's kind of heading with a couple guys I'm with, and my big question is, does my father forgive me?
Okay, so you want to know what's happening with a couple of gentlemen, and you want forgiveness from your father?
Yes.
Okay. And is your father still with us, or has he passed?
He has passed.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so I've laid out some cards for you, sweetheart. I'm not sure if we're going to get through everything because we have about 10 minutes. But your father is here, and I'm still retrieving some information from him first, okay? While I'm doing that, so we'll see what happens, okay? So, Miss Tammy, I pulled 5 cards for you, and then I pulled an overtone for the whole entire theme and energy and feeling. And what we have for our overall tone is our beautiful Knight of Pentacles, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is actually quite nice. It's very earth, it's very slow, it's very calm, it's very stable, okay? And he comes right after the Page. The Page is the messenger, and the Knight steps in to actually go forward and take action with the message, okay? So there is some action movement happening for you, but it's slow. This is an earth-based card. And if you see, I don't know if you can see me, sweetheart, but he's just the horses, the hooves are just kind of really planted in the ground. And I like to think of that as that he's kind of planted and he's sowing his seeds right now. So whatever you decided that you wanted, it's actually being planted. And then you have a pentacle here, and a pentacle is all about growth and receiving abundance, and whatever your abundance may be. Okay, some people like lots of popcorn. I don't know why I'm saying that, but so that's your abundance. It's lots of popcorn. All right, so your first card is very, very interesting. You have the Ten of Swords. So the good news on the Ten of Swords is you're ending a cycle. And that's beautiful. So you can start a fresh, brand new one. So you're getting out of this funk or this funk that you're in. And it seems like you're a little on the tired side. And it's this card is also suggesting that maybe you feel a little downed, a little stabbed in the back, per se. How are we doing with that?
You're hitting it pretty good right now.
Okay. So
I left the marriage. It finally ended. I finally can breathe, but I am a little sad about things and the way life's going.
Okay. All right. Well, I do have some good news because right after this horrible cycle that you're ending, thank gosh, and they're saying don't forget to take your lessons with you so you don't transfer it into the rest of it. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay. So what's happening now is, again, you have another knight, another action card, and this is actually quite beautiful. You have a knight giving you a beautiful cup of love. All right. So, and it is going to happen quite quickly. Okay. Because we have an Eight of Wands here. Eight of Wands is fast forward motion, moving forward, not looking back. And sometimes this actually means multiple messaging or multiple conversations that you're going to have with your knight, your couple of love. Okay. So apparently you guys, the second gentleman I want to say, is wanting to have a deeper communication with you. Okay, and that actually makes sense because now we have the Six of Pentacles, and that is all about balance and partnerships and equal give and take. And there's a beautiful word that I cannot pronounce. I'll give it a shot. It's almost like when you're 5 and you can't say the word hospital.
I still can't say wolf.
What?
I can't say the word wolf. Wolf. Never mind. I can't say it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway, so there's going to be an equal give and take. It's going to be a very balanced. As much as you give into the relationship is as much as you're going to get back. It's not going to be an all or nothing. It's not going to be a narcissistic. It's not going to be you give and you give and you give and you give until you can't give anymore and you're completely, utterly depleted. And maybe you might get a breadcrumb here and there. No, that's not what's going to happen. You're actually going to have a nice little partnership with this beautiful person. It's going to be very give and take. Now, you're not going to understand a lot of it, unfortunately. Oops, a doodle. We do have the Moon card. Okay. So the best way I can describe the Moon card is you can't see everything as clear in the moonlight as you can in the daylight. All right. So there's just a lot of unknowns. And maybe that's what you're feeling. It's just a lot of unknowns. But with every sunset, there is a sunrise. And things actually will start to become very clear for you very shortly. I want to go ahead and pull a clarifier on that real quick. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it looks like there's been a lot of healing in this relationship, yes?
I'm not sure. Yeah, physical on his part. There's been a lot of illness.
Okay, all right. Because under the moon, I pulled a clarifier to see what we couldn't see. And we are now getting the High Priestess, and she's actually really beautiful. She's the holder of knowledge of everything, all right? And she even sometimes suggests that you actually hold the answer deep inside. You just, need to pull it out of yourself. That little gut feeling, that little twinge that you get deep down inside, that's what you actually start to need to pay attention to. You're very fiery. you know what you want, you know what you're expecting in this give and take. You know what you are expecting, and they don't want you to settle at all. And you're not going to have to settle because you're actually going to be emotionally fulfilled in this. Again, this is going to be a nice, even give and take. I want to say even in finances and emotion as well. Okay. As far as your father is concerned, was there, he's showing me an envelope. Was there a note? Was there a letter? Was there
No.
something? Okay.
I have his book that he wrote in, and we found it. It said, I leave this to my children, and it was just writings that he thought from time to time.
Okay. Well, he's showing me some sort of writing. Okay.
Okay.
And so there was the book. All right. So, okay, we have about 60 seconds left. I so apologize, Tammy. No, he has forgiven you. What you need to understand, especially from his point of view, is that yes, he was probably a little upset while he was still here, but through the magic of passing and energy, they have a bigger understanding than what we have. Okay, our energy is like right here, and theirs is infinite, and they see things in a different perspective that we're supposed to work into, and that's part of our work while we're still down here is to understand our soul and our energy. So he loves you to pieces, and we have about 20 seconds. I so apologize. If you want to go ahead and spend some more time with me, I think Dave can give you my phone number, honey, and then we can spend some more time discussing your father.
Okay.
All right. If not, that's fine too. But it was a pleasure speaking with you, Tammy. I hope I answered some of your questions. I understand this was really, really short, and I do apologize for that.
It's okay. You nailed it. So.
I'm sorry, one more time?
I said you hit the nail on the head with a lot of things. It made a lot of sense.
Oh, Tammy, thank you, honey, so much. I appreciate you. Alrighty, and if you need to contact me, you can contact me through the website or Facebook, or you can email me at causejoy8888. And I would like to go in further with you as an extension of this show.